Hi friends, so today we will talk about the future of work, skills that will replace degrees because we already have started in a time that now the degrees have become less valuable and skill set has become more valuable with the introduction of our AI in every field, literally. So we'll see. So let me start with a simple question. If I take away your degree, do you still have a career? 20 years ago, this question would sound ridiculous. Today, it's uncomfortable because the answer is changing. For the most modern history, careers worked like a railway track. You went to school, got a degree, joined a company, and stayed there until retirement, or until your boss retired or you inherited the chair. But now things are shifting. Something strange is happening now. People with degrees are unemployed, and people without degrees are building $1 million businesses. And that too from their bedrooms. We are moving from degree economy to the skill economy. In the past, universities said, trust this person. Now the internet says, show me what you can do. And honestly, the internet is much stricter teacher than your professor. So there is in today's world there is skill verification is happening. Proof of work are required for the portfolio, and compensation is purely based on outcomes. So now we will see why degrees are losing its power. Why has been power being shifted from degrees to digital? So degrees used to be extremely valuable signals. If you had a degree, employers assumed that you are disciplined, you are intelligent, and you are competent enough for any difficult situation. Basically, degree said this person survived 4 years of deadlines and group projects, and surviving group projects is honestly a major achievement. But today, knowledge is everywhere. You can learn finance on YouTube, programming online, and marketing from Twitter threads, literally. And employers are realizing something uncomfortable. Someone who actually built something often beats someone who just studied. So there is a difference between just studying and actually building. It's like a chef. You would trust someone who studied cooking for 4 years or someone who has cooked 1000 meals? The answer is obvious. So the supply of degree holders has increased, but the signaling value is decreasing now. So credential inflation is real. This is what we call credential inflation. Now we'll talk about digital leverage. That is, digital leverage is what we call as a new career multiplier. This means one effort can reach millions, literally. Imagine writing a report to your boss, maybe 5 people read it. Now imagine making a YouTube video. 5 million people can watch it. Same effort, different leverage. Digital leverage is a reason a single person today can compete with companies. Not only person to person competition, but person to companies competition. 10 years ago you required office space, employees, investors, but today you just need a Wi-Fi and a motivation and sometimes coffee. Actually no, most times coffee. So unlike salaried jobs, income is not tied linearly to the hours worked. Leverage is code plus media plus capital. This is how individuals compete with the institutions. The examples are YouTube videos. Not only this just YouTube, it's also online courses. You can make a SaaS tool and it can reach to millions. You can create newsletters and you can create digital products. So one more global opportunity that is opening up is global freelancing because of the AI and the digitalization in today's world. Here's a reality check. Your competition is no longer people just in your society and not even people just in your nation. Now it's all international. So your competition is people on the internet. Somewhere in the world there is a person who is more skilled, more motivated and charging half of your price, and they are just one click away from your client. Freelancing platforms turn the whole world into a giant job market. This, although it sounds scary, but it's also an opportunity, because now you can work for clients anywhere. Your salary is no longer limited by your local economy, and your income depends on your skill set. Skill has become a global currency now. So the platforms that can be utilized are Upwork and Fiverr. The implications are wage arbitrage, borderless competition, and the mediocratic ranking via rankings. Now, till today, actually not even today, but in the past times, there was a single employment thing. But now you have portfolio of careers. Your career is not just one single career, it's a portfolio. In the past, people asked, what is your job? Now, the better question is, what do you do? Many professionals today are consultants, creators, freelancers, and also investors. So, you can do consulting plus teaching plus digital product, and you can keep on stacking your skills, and then you can, because of the skill stacking and the portfolio of career, you can have multiple income streams at the same time. It sounds chaotic, but actually it's safer. If one income source stops, others continue. Think of it like an investment. If you put all your money into one stock, why put your whole life into one employer? So this reduces the risk of employer dependency, and the volatility of income is also reduced through diversification. This is equivalent to the risk management strategy which we use in finance. Here you are diversifying the portfolio of career, that's the only difference. So in this era of AI, what is a better strategy? Is it to run away from AI or to collaborate with AI? The answer is AI collaboration. Now let's talk about this elephant in the room. Why will AI take my job? The better question is, will someone using AI take your job? The answer is yes, someone using AI has a higher chance of taking your job, because AI is like a bicycle for the brain. One person with AI can do the work of 5 people. The future worker is not competing against machines. The future is working with the machines. People who use AI well will look like geniuses even if they are just organized. So AI is actually not replacing you in your job, but it is just supporting the skilled operators. So if you use AI more effectively, you will become irreplaceable for sure. And the future of the skills that are driving are the prompt engineering, AI workflow design, human plus machine co-creation. This is actually the most valuable in today's time. Human plus machine co-creation, because it is more refined, better products are coming out of these. Personal branding as an economic asset. Here is something uncomfortable. People trust Google more than resumes. Before hiring you, they search your name. Your online presence is a new reputation. Your LinkedIn profile, your post, your projects. These create trust before you even speak. In the future, people won't apply for jobs. Jobs will discover people. Your personal brand is like a magnet of opportunities. And the good news is, you don't need to be famous, you just need to be visible. You need to, what your personal brands creates is a trust at scale. So masses, you can build your trust over masses. So if your personal brand is good enough, you will be having pricing power, you will be in that position. So brand is what is a personal brand? It is perceived expertise into consistency into proof. All these should be the components of your personal brand. Skill stacking, this is very important, because you have to create a portfolio of careers. You will have to keep on stacking on skills. Here's a secret most schools never teach. Being the best at one skill is hard. Being good at three skills together is powerful. For example, finance plus technology plus communication, or finance plus AI plus communication plus design plus psychology plus marketing plus coding plus storytelling. This combination is just rare. You have to create a plus plus combination of rarity. Skills get paid more. Average skills compete on price. Skill stacking is now ordinary people become extraordinary professionals. Proof of work. Employers trust evidence. Now, not resumes, it's only evidence. Not claims saying I know marketing means nothing. Showing I grew a page from 0 to 50k followers will actually show proof of work. Your projects are your credentials, your portfolio is your degree, and unlike degrees, portfolios keep improving. Degrees don't improve, but the portfolios keep improving. Digital footprint becomes the resume now. Your online presence is your credibility ledger. Asynchronous work. Modern companies work across time zones. Your colleague might asleep when you start work, meetings are decreasing, documentation is increasing. Future professionals will be judged by clear writing, organized thinking, and independent execution. In future, the best communicators will not be the best speakers, they will be the best writers. So the skills that you will require are written communication, more formal and clear cut detailed written communication, more self management because you have to independently deliver, and clarity of the documentation. Tools that can be used here are Slack and Notion. So the future workforce obviously rewards clarity more than charisma. You don't have to be attractive, you have to be clear professional. Multiple income streams, this is the best part. Income models of the future worker will be consulting fees, not just salary, but it can be consulting fees, it can be digital product revenues, it can be equity in startups, and it can be monetization through creation. The modern professional is part employee, part entrepreneur, and part-time creator. You have to do all of these and build resilience. Ironically, having one job is actually riskier than having five income streams, because if job disappears, everything disappears. Now there's a risk of skill obsolescence. What is that? Skills expire faster than ever. Now this is one risk. Actually, it's a risk because technology keeps on changing, tools keep on changing, industries keep on changing. What you learned 5 years ago will currently be completely outdated. You need to upskill. The most valuable skill is learning quickly. People who adapt can survive. People who don't adapt complain on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn has plenty of those, seriously. The solution is meta learning skill. Learn how to learn first. That is the first ever thing and the most primary thing. Then rapid upskilling cycles and continuous adaptation. Mindset shift. Now all these things will, first step you have to start, that is learn how to learn, and that comes after mindset shift. First you need to get into that mindset. Old mindset is I need job security. New mindset is I need skill security. Jobs disappear, skills travel with you. The safest career is not a stable job. The safest career is being useful anywhere. So now the question is what will you require for the psychological shift? You will require ownership mentality. You have to own everything that you are doing. You have to own the entire responsibility of the success and the failure as well. You have to experiment on a continuous basis. If this is working, that is working, collect data of your experimentation. How many people viewed this video, how many didn't. The analytics will help. And be comfortable with the uncertainty. This is even my struggle area, that I have to be more comfortable with the uncertainty because we have grown up with a very secure mindset, so this becomes a little challenge. So, as a final blueprint, what will be the strategies till 2030, which will also keep on changing, by the way, because we have to be adaptive. So, one is build one scalable digital asset and keep on improvising. Learn AI collaboration deeply. Develop one monetizable global skill which you can capitalize on different countries together, and build public proof of work so that your digital presence works as your resume. Stack complementary skills, keep on like add one more skill, and this will also work for people who do not know what their passion is. So when you keep on stacking up with multiple skills, then you will get to know that which skill you're getting better at, which skill are you enjoying more, and you can find your passion. But nevertheless, if even if you find one passion, you have to build a portfolio of skills to survive better and to mitigate the risk. So the final insight is degrees may still exist. We are not against education, but they will no longer define your economic ceiling. Capability and leverage and visibility will define your economic ceiling for sure. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot.